Alright, welcome to another episode of AscendantGod, opening up some shards here today. We're going to open up a batch of 10 ancient shards, going to do all 10 at once, hopefully get something good here. So let's go ahead and bust these bad boys open and see what we got. Been having some good luck today with some void shards. Got myself a new cold heart, and looks like we got Tayrel. I have been waiting for him. We are definitely going to save the best for last here. So all right, let's take a look here. We got Graybeard. Graybeard is pretty much just a trash rare. I'm not going to be using him for anything. He's just some food. Kind of looks fairly cool, but yeah, nothing useful there. Flinger, again, a champion that I had already had. Not going to be using him for anything in particular other than food. Another Graybeard, 2 right in a row, and then another 3rd right in a row. Really, that's kind of odd RNG. Wanderer. Again, I got Wanderer already. Not sure if I had him on this account or my secondary account, but either way, he's definitely going to be some food as well. Nothing useful that he does here. What does he? Weekends, turn meter, ignores some defense, strength, not even close to what I have with some other champions. Anyway, another worthless one, Elder. Another one for food. He looks kind of interesting, but not a champion that I'm going to use for anything other than feeding to other champions for the next champion training. Temptress is actually a pretty cool one. I might use this to skill up my other Temptress. I did just get Seducer today, so I'm going to be leveling him and her up for the arena. They're pretty cool because they have these combos they do together where she gets an extra turn here when Seducer's on the same team. When she's using this ability, he gets a whole new ability altogether that he has when she's on the same team, so they're going to definitely be a good combo. Sorceress is not one that I'd use. She's not the worst, definitely not the best though. She kind of forget the back of her pants here, but that's okay. We're not going to complain. It's a nice little show that she puts on. Nice little midriff showing there and then some. So anyway, but yeah, she does just a decent amount of damage. I had her when I first opened this account, first started playing. I leveled up a Sorceress. She does hit pretty hard, but yeah, no kind of abilities or anything that really makes her particularly spectacular. Maiden, I don't believe I had on this account yet, but she's again just going to end up being food. Nothing spectacular that she does. I think does some type of decreased defense here. Attacks, decreased target hit point 25%, nothing special. Chance at freeze, so yeah, she's going to be food. Tayrel is one that I have been waiting to get for the clan boss. I am so excited that I finally have him. I'm currently using Kalia as my weakest link in there for her HP burn, but definitely going to be replacing her with Tayrel, especially for the Brutal and Nightmare clan bosses. He is great for that. Was originally at one point using Bogwalker. I'll go ahead and jump back to him really quick here. I can go ahead and actually close out this window, show you what I'm talking about. I actually had Bogwalker at one point as a fill-in for damage reduction on the clan boss. He's nothing that particularly spectacular. That's why Kalia ended up taking his place, because the damage that Kalia gave from her HP burn here far exceeded the overall damage that it helped me do in the clan boss compared to Bogwalker's damage reduction. Even with the max skills, while she doesn't have any of her skills maxed up, just some masteries. But with him here, with Bogwalker, he has this main attack, which attacks one enemy, 30% chance of a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. Maxed out, I have him up to, obviously, increased debuff chance up to 50%, but there's still a 50-50 chance that he's going to put this decrease attack debuff on the clan boss. What happens every once in a while is you have some bad luck, bad RNG, and next thing you know, 1 or 2 turns goes by and you don't have this decrease attack on the clan boss. Next thing you know, your group is dead. So that is why he ended up falling out of my roster. The only other help that he gives is he does have this where he attacks all enemies, gives a 30% increased defense defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. It's only 30% though, so it's nothing that spectacular. The only nice thing about that is it is an alternative to whenever this one is up and you already have the decrease attack, that you can throw this out there and it's a guaranteed increase of defense on your champions, whereas this one is only a 50-50 chance of putting it on the boss, and that's assuming you've maxed out his skills. So now to jump over to why Tayrel is going to replace him. His main attack attacks the enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns, and the damage inflicted is proportional to defense. So the great thing about him is that I get to load him up with defense to protect himself on the clan boss, and on top of that, he's going to protect everybody else by putting that decrease attack debuff on the boss as well. So this is going to work great for the clan boss, especially once I do those skill ups. It's going to bring that chance up to a 50% chance. So 50% chance with 2 hits, you're looking at pretty much every single attack he should be getting that debuff on the boss. And so this is one of the very, very rare champions where it might actually be more viable to choose the mastery tree, where it's going to have the defense on it, okay, rather than support. Of course, we're going to want to go with offense, because with him we're going to want to get the War Master so that we can have that extra damage. We'll definitely cover that more in depth in a different video, so if you haven't seen that one yet, definitely look into War Master and Giant Slayer to understand what they are. But let's assume you know what they are. Normally, with most champions, you go the support route to get extended duration of buffs casted on champions for a turn, and also with him, what you're going to have is basically increased healing. No, we're not looking at healing with him. It's going to be the 5% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill at the start of every turn. There's a couple other things that's going to come in useful with him as well over here, like one of them that increases his chances of the turn meter. Actually, each time the buffs run off of debuff, I should say, runs off of the boss, you're going to actually get an increase in your turn meter. But this one might be more viable to go offense and defense, just because once you get up to here, you have, let's see, not Cycle of Revenge, we're going to find it, Retribution. This is the one I was looking for. Retribution has a 50% chance to counterattack when this champion loses 25% of their max hit points or more from a single enemy skill. Now, the most important time for Tayrel to defend you is, of course, in the late game clan boss, where the boss is increasing that damage that he's hitting you with. So with Retribution, this is particularly useful because you have a 50-50 chance of him counterattacking, and whenever he loses more than 25% of his max hit points, which of course near the end he's going to be losing that, especially since you're going to be loading him up with defense gear instead of hit point gear, which will make it even more likely that you'll counterattack. Your hit points aren't going to be as high, but regardless, this one here is going to be really useful. Retribution, you got a chance to counterattack against him, and it's going to be, again, those 2 hits at 40%, or with the skill up, 50%. The other one that you can also get in this tree as well is Deterrence, which would be a 20% chance to counterattack an enemy when they apply a stun, sleep, or freeze debuff on an ally. Now, of course, you know the boss does tend to put stuns on your champions quite a bit. I believe it's pretty much every other turn. You're getting a champion that's going to get stunned by that singled out attack that the clan boss does. So this one here could be great with that too, where you could get a 20% chance to counterattack from that. And then you got Retribution, where it's going to be a 50% chance to counterattack when they lose 25% or more from a single enemy skill. So again, Tayrel is going to be really, really useful on the clan boss. Really excited that I got him. Of all the champions out there, this one is one of my top 10 that I was actually hoping to get, so really, really glad that I got him. If you ever get him, definitely a champion that you want to use on Clan Boss. Stay tuned with some of the other videos. Once I do top him off, I'm definitely going to be putting him to use on the Clan Boss, showing you how he works in action as far as his debuffs. And and when it comes to the Clan Boss, for those that don't know yet, on the Brutal and Nightmare, damage reduction is key. You will absolutely need damage reduction. As far as the rest of his abilities, probably nothing in particular that I'm going to use here. Attacks all enemies 75% of decreased defense and decrease attack. So yeah, this is something that might be viable as far as decreasing the boss's defense for some extra damage. So that might be possible depending on how often he's getting that debuff for the decrease attack on. This of course is going to be paramount and not right on top of the list, but Singing Steel is an option as well. This one here, Preemptive Strike, attacks one enemy, decreases the target's turn meter. Regretfully with the boss, it is not going to deplete their turn meter. The boss is immune to that, so that's not going to be an option. But again, A1 here, definitely. This one's a possibility, is again getting that decreased defense, especially if the boss already has the decreased attack. Looks like you're not going to get a sleep, never mind, because you can't put the clan boss to sleep. Regardless though, if you already have the decreased attack on him, definitely worth putting some decreased defense too for some extra attack, especially if you are running without a healer on clan boss. So you have the life steal sets where you want all the damage you can get on the boss to heal yourself, that 30%. But again, I'm really excited about this champion. If you ever get him and you don't have any viable decrease attack for the clan boss or nobody that's comparable yet, you should definitely be excited as well. Tayrel is an amazing champion for that clan boss. So again, stay tuned for future videos where I'll definitely be putting him to use. And yeah, I'm excited about this. So you guys take care and stay tuned for future videos where I put Tayrel up against that clan boss. Hi guys, this is Anthony here, also known on this channel as AscendantGod. Wanted to thank you for checking out my channel here, really appreciate it. Be sure to check out the other videos, I got plenty of goodies on here. Also check out the description sections in the videos, got plenty of links on there for real different kinds of goodies that I think would be worthwhile for you guys. If there is something in particular that you don't see on my channel that you want to see, be sure to let me know in the comment section as well. And I think that's about it. All I've got. I'm just gonna get back to this thing here. I'm pretty sure if I just... Oh,
we have such sights to show you.
Wow. That's really funny. Same here.